Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Officer at 24/7. My name is Amanjot, and I am here with all of you to discuss the strategy for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. As you can see on the screen, we are going to discuss the preparation strategy for the October 2023 exam of your Indian economy and Indian financial system. As you all know, now in the JAIIB, there are 4 subjects, that is Indian economy, Indian financial system. Second one is principles and practices of banking. Third one is your AFM, and the fourth one is retail banking and wealth management. So these are the 4 subjects, and the second paper of the JIIB will be your the first paper of your JIIB will be Indian economy and Indian financial system. We have seen in the first paper, or I can say the first exam after the syllabus has been changed by IIBF in the May 2023, that the toughest paper out of all the 4 subjects, that was Indian economy and Indian financial system. So we have to cover this particular subject accordingly. So first of all, the first mistake we have done in the May 2023 was we started the preparation, or we started the batches in the a little bit late. So that's why we were not able to cover the syllabus also. So what we are going to do here in the JIIB Indian economy and Indian financial system subject, we are going to start with this particular paper because this is your first paper and it has huge syllabus, and that syllabus will be is divided into 2 parts, that is Indian economy and Indian financial system. The first part of your subject, that is Indian economy, is a part of your basic economics that you have to cover, like what is inflation and etc., that we have to cover. The second is Indian financial system, and that Indian financial system is part of your old syllabus of PPB, principles and practices of banking. So these 2 subjects you have to cover under a single subject. Okay, you have to go with the Indian economy as well as Indian financial system, and Indian financial system is a part, used to be the part of your PPP, principles and practice of banking. Okay, so let's start the session. Before starting the session, those who have joined already the session, do let me know in the comment section, is audio video both are okay? Are we good to go? So let's start. First of all, the important information, that is important dates. I will keep reminding you the dates. The first of all, the registration is starting from August, from the 1st of August, and the dates of your paper will be, the first paper will be your 8th of October, that is your Indian economy and Indian financial system. The second is on 14th of October, that is principles and practices of banking. Third will be on 15th, that is accounting and financial management for bankers and banking. And the fourth one is 29th of October, that is retail banking and wealth management. Okay, so these are the 4 paper of yours that you have to give in the JIIB, and the first paper is Indian economy and Indian financial system, that we are going to discuss today. So let's start, like what is there in the Indian economy, Indian financial system. So you can see these are the 4 modules. Each subject of your JIB has 4 modules, है but the syllabus is different, है like in the retail banking you have 30 units. The whole subject covers only 30 units, but only the single module of your Indian economy covers 27 units itself. So it is very obvious that syllabus is very vast. So Indian economy has 4 modules, A, B, C, and then D. Okay, the total units in this particular subject, if I talk about units, means the chapter that you have to cover. Some chapters are there that can be covered in one hour. There are some chapters that is going to take 2 hours or more than 2 hours, or maybe 3 hours. Okay, so if I talk about total units in this particular subject, there are 45 units in this particular subject, and the individual unit I will be discussing each one by one in A, B, C, or D module. So let's start with the A module, that is Indian economy architecture. If we are talking about architecture, it means we are talking about how Indian economy has built. Okay, so what we have to cover under the first module of Indian economy is simply the overview of Indian economy. The sectors of Indian economy. What was the economic planning we have started? How we have started the economic planning? Now who is doing the economic planning? Like Niti Aayog is doing economic planning now. That is the part of your Indian economic architecture. Then we have to study about LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization. What is LPG that we have to cover here? Okay, under the Indian economic architecture. Then apart from that, we have to cover the foreign trade policy, because that also a part of architecture of your Indian economy. What is Indian economy? Economics is totally dependent on the demand and supply of people. Whatever we are demanding, according to that, supply will be provided in the market, and because of this economic goods and services demands and needs, or I can say demand and supply, there is a study of economy. Why we are studying economics? Economics is simply a subject in which we study the economy. And what is economy? Economy is simply a system in which we do production, distribution, consumption, and exchange of goods and services. And why we have to do that? Because each and every person, each and every individual, they have their own demand and supply. To fulfill their demand, we have to provide the supply, and that's how economics comes in the picture. Okay, that's why we have to study this particular subject, because if we stop demanding goods and services, there is no need of production, there is no employment, there is no poverty, no such kind of things will be there, and then there will be no Indian economic subject will be there. So this is totally dependent on the demand and supply that will be covered with the help of domestic trade as well as the foreign trade. So we have to cover under the architecture the foreign trade policy also. Okay, now in the construction of Indian economy, the international organizations also play a very important role, like World Bank, IMF, WTO, WHO, or not the WHO actually. It focuses on the particular sector of the economy, that is the health sector. So all these international organizations are also helping us to build the Indian economy, to construct the Indian economy, to develop the Indian economy. So the architecture also covered a certain international organization that is helping Indian economy to be built. Okay. Then apart from that, we have to cover a certain major issue that somehow impacting or affecting the Indian economy nature, or we can say the way Indian economy is working, like the climate change. Okay, so what is climate change? Climate change is simply a kind of difference, or not the difference, but we can say the kind of changes we see for the long term in the temperature. Like when the temperature is keep changing and there is a certain changes you will see for the long term period in your temperature, that's a part of your climate change. That's the climate change. So we have seen in the month of May, and before that we have seen there was raining at the large level in certain states, in certain cities. That's a part of your climate change. The global warming is there, etc. So that we have to cover, because this is definitely going to harm, or this is definitely still have a certain impact on the economy. And as per World Bank, around 2.8% decrease we will see in our economic growth, or in our economic development of the country, or the GDP of the country, just because of the climate change. So somehow it is definitely going to affect the architecture of Indian economy. So these topics we have to cover in the module A. So you can understand the module A, that is the Indian economic architecture. It talks about how Indian economy has begun and how it is working and how it is going to be. Okay, and all the factors that somehow related to the architecture of the economy will be covered here. Now, and if I talk about this particular module, this module covers around 11 units. How many units will be there? Around 11 units we will find in the module A. And that is totally related to the factors that somehow related to directly or indirectly to the architecture of the economy. Now the second one is economic concepts related to banking. Next we have economic concepts related to banking. Now what are the economic concepts related to banking? Simply the kind of fundamentals of economics, I can say. Like how the economics is working, how the economy is working. So first of all, economic concepts will cover your fundamentals of economics. Like the microeconomics, macroeconomics, the type of economic system. Like we have a capitalistic economy, socialistic economy, mixed economy. That's a part of your economic concepts. And when it relates to the banking, it means it is related to the money supply. It means it is related to the inflation. It means it is related to the demand and supply in the market. Okay. Apart from that, how we can relate the economics with the bank? With the help of monetary policy, with the help of fiscal policy, with the help of business cycle. So with the help of theories of interest. All these are the economic concepts that is related to banking. And the major one is budget. So all these we have to cover under the economic concepts related to the banking. It means the terminologies, the kind of policies that is somehow related to the banking sector, which impact the Indian economy nature, that we have to cover here. Okay, and if I talk about the units in the module B, that is 7 units. Around 7 units you will find. And this module A and B, right? This A and B module is a part of your Indian economy subject. It is a part of your Indian economics subject. Now we are going to talk about Indian financial system subject. So this module C and D is a part of Indian financial system. Okay, it is a part of your Indian financial system. So as you can see the name of the modules, Indian financial architecture and financial product and services. So first let's talk about Indian financial architecture. So it is very basic Indian financial architecture we are talking about. Similarly, as we have discussed the architecture of Indian economy, we have to discuss how the financial system works. Now, what is financial system? Financial system is simply where the exchange of funds will be done among the persons who have surplus of money and the persons who have deficit of money. That's a part of your financial system. And how to regulate that financial system, how that financial system works, that we have to cover. So the Indian financial system overview have to cover. We have to cover the banking structure. We have to cover the overview of Indian banking system also. Why? Because banking system is a mediator of financial system. Or I can say when we exchange the funds among the persons who have surplus money and the persons who have deficit of money, mediator will be a bank. So that we have seen in the Indian financial architecture. Okay, then these banks are working on a certain laws. Obviously, these banks are working on a certain laws. So that laws will be RBI Act, Banking Regulation Act we have to cover. This used to be asked earlier in the BRBL subject also. Now it is a part of your third module of your Indian economy, Indian financial system, in which we have to cover RBI and Banking Regulation Act. Clear? Apart from that, development financial institutions are there. NABARD is there, SIDBI is there, IFCI is there, Exim Bank is there, NHB is there, that we have to cover. Non-banking financial companies are there, NBFCs are there, insurance companies are there. The regulators of the different sectors like RBI, SEBI. Apart from that, we have PFRDA, we have Adda. All these are the regulatory bodies of the country which are regulating different sectors of the country, that we have to cover. And importantly, what reforms has been seen in the Indian financial system? What changes we have seen? Earlier, the RRBs, regional rural banks, do not have the right to participate in the money market instruments, in certain monetary policy instruments, but now RRBs are allowed to participate in the money market instrument as well as in the monetary policy instrument. So this is what? This is the reforms or the changes or the updations happen in the financial system. That all we have to cover in the Indian financial architecture, because we are studying in the Indian financial architecture how the financial system was built. Okay, and how it is going on, and what will be there in the future, that we have to cover in the Indian financial architecture. Okay. Right. Now, around 8 units you will find in this particular module. Around 8 units will be there in the module C. Okay, how many units are there? 8 units are there. Now, next is a financial product and services. With the name, you can understand this is also a part of Indian financial system. And financial product and services simply defines what kind of products and services will be offered by the banks. And this is the biggest unit. Okay, this is the biggest unit. Around 16 or 17 units will be there. I think 16 units will be there in this particular module. This is the biggest module in the subject. Now, financial product and services, you all know what kind of financial product and services are provided by the bank. So we have a financial market, we have a money market, the capital market, the foreign exchange market, the derivative market, factoring, forfeiting, venture capital, hire purchase, leasing. That these are the alternate source of finance. But these are the financial product and services of a bank. Then pension product is there, insurance is there, mutual fund is there, credit rating companies are there, crediting agencies are there, para banking is there, real estate investment trust, infrastructure investment trust are there. All these are the product and services that banks provide to the customer, and that we have to cover under the fourth module of your Indian economy. So you can see there are 4 modules. 2 modules is a part of your basic economics, and the 2 modules are related to your Indian financial system. Clear? So this is how you have to cover. Now, if I talk about the recent paper that happened in May 2023, if I talk about the recent paper, you can see here that module C and D questions were asked maximum. The maximum questions were asked from the module C and D, and that's what we have to do. We have to start from the C and D module only. Okay, we will be starting our preparation from the C and D module. If you are joining a particular batch, then we will be starting from the module C, and then we'll go with the module D, and then A and B. You can see it has only 18 units. It will take only around 1 month to cover the module A and B, but we will be starting from the C and D. And if you're going to read by yourself, let's say you want to cover from the book of Macmillan, you can do it, but start from the module C and D, because maximum questions has been asked from these particular modules in the May 2023 paper. Okay, so this is what you have to do, and I have told you total 45 units are there, and this is how these units has been divided. So accordingly, first priority, or one more important thing, it's not like you are starting from the C and D module, so you do not have to cover the A and B module. You have to cover. No module, no topic, no particular subtopic can be lived by you, because each and every unit, topic, subtopic is very important. But yes, we give the first preparation timing to IFS, then we will go with the Indian economy. Okay, now this is your Indian economy, Indian financial system, 4 modules. And if you have given this subject in the May 2023, and because of the toughest level of the paper, or because of certain reasons you haven't cleared this particular exam, what you can do, the individual batch for this particular subject has been launched starting from the 19th of June, and I will be taking the classes of Indian economy, Indian financial system from the 19th of June. So you can start with this particular batch. Okay, if other 3 subjects you have cleared already. Next, what should be the strategy? The same strategy should be followed here for each and every subject of your JAIIB. That is, first, understand the exam, how much score you need in an individual subject, and overall how many scores you need. Then know your syllabus. Understand your syllabus, like how much topics are there, under which particular module, what you have to study. Because apart from that, if I talk about the PPB, Indian economy and retail banking, as I have told you earlier also, that they have a certain common topic. So you have to prepare for once only, and it is going to help in all the 3 subjects. Then make a proper study plan according to the prioritizing the syllabus. So first priority should be given to the Indian financial system. Then you have to go with the Indian economy. One second. So first priority should be given to the Indian financial system, and then the priority should be given to the Indian economy. It means the module C and D will give the first priority, then module A and B. This should be your plan. According to that, make the study plan. Then you have to give mock test. First, topic wise mock test is important, plus the full length mock test. And one important thing that has been added in this particular batch is topic wise test. Definitely topic wise test will be available for all of you in this particular paper. Okay, in this particular batch. Now, let's say for example, unit 12 we have completed. So you will find the unit 12 questions after we have completed the unit. Okay, so topic wise questions will be there. Overall mock test you have to give to understand if you are capable of applying the knowledge or the understanding of topic which you have in the conceptual classes in the paper or not. Then the self evaluation is very important. Okay, let's say you have completed the whole syllabus, you have revised the syllabus once, but still you are getting only 45 to 50 marks. It means somehow there is a certain mistake we are doing, because if you have completed the whole syllabus, second, if you have done the revision, definitely trust me, 60 marks will be there. But if you have gone with the conceptual clarity, then. But if you are getting only 45 or 50, between 45 to 50, it means some mistakes we are doing in our preparation. According to you have to take the charge. You have to change your strategy. You have to change your pattern of revision or whatever you are doing, right? And then revise regularly, because 45 units are there. Subject is theoretical subject. You have to remember the concepts, you have to remember the theories and etc. And for that purpose, regular revision is required. Because of the lack of the revision, maybe you will confuse between 1 or 2 options in your paper, because the pattern of the Indian economy subject we have seen that the question will be given to you that which of the following is correct or incorrect out of the statement. Let's say the question is asking which of the following statements are incorrect, and they have given you the 5 statements, 1 2 3 4 5. You have to read all the 5 statements, and this will be lengthy statements. And then they will give you 4 options A, B, C, D, that will say, let's say for example, only second and third statement is wrong, or incorrect. Second is saying only. First is incorrect. Third is C is saying all except, let's say 4, and the fourth one is saying all are incorrect. Accordingly, after reading all these 5 statements, you will be able to answer one of these options. There is no negative marking, we know, but yes, these kinds of questions take times. These kind of questions will make your paper lengthy, and you have to read each and every statement, and you only will be able to answer these type of questions when you have the detailed knowledge of a concept. Okay, for example, the question is asking about the derivative. In the first statement, they are talking about put option. In the second statement, they are talking about call option. In the third statement, they are talking about future contract. In the fourth statement, they are talking about forward contract. Okay, and the fifth statement, they are talking about margin. Now, how you will know, how you will be able to answer when you know all these concepts, all these terminology, all these concepts? Like, you have to be known about call option, put option, future contract, forward contract, margin. If you do not know any of these concepts, any one of these concepts, you will not be able to answer. If you answer, there is no negative marking, but we need to score marks, na? Then only we will be able to clear the JAIIB. For that purpose, you have to know all the 5 statements. And these are going to take time because these will be lengthy statements. So you have to manage your time, you have to manage your concepts. So it is important you revise regularly also. Okay, so this is the strategy you have to follow. Now, how we at Officers are going to help you all. This is the particular batch. It will cover all the 4 subjects of your starting from 19th of June. And on 19th of June, I will be starting the batch from Indian economy and Indian financial system. Okay, we will be starting the batch from Indian economy and Indian financial system. Clear? And this Indian economy, Indian financial system, Sankalp JAIIB October 2023 batch is English medium batch, as you can see here. Vishal sir will be taking the retail banking, Niharika ma'am will be taking AFM, and I will be taking the Indian economy and PPP in this particular batch, right? And you will get the live sessions, conceptual clarities, ebooks will be available. Apart from that, topic-wise MCQs will be available, test will be available, mock test, everything will be available. Recorded videos will be there, class PDFs will be available, everything will be available in this particular batch, which is required to qualify the exam. And how to enroll, I will let you know the process to enroll, but if you find any kind of difficulty in enrolling the batch, you can call on this particular number to get the guidance. Okay, now how to enroll in a particular batch? What you have to do, just have to go to the Adda 24/7 application. If you haven't downloaded the application, do download it because you will get additional discount on the application. Now, how to enroll? Just go to the JAIIB CIB. If you want to go with the particular batch that is starting from 19th, click on the JAIIB October 2023. If you want to go with the Mahapack, click here. Now, what is Mahapack? I will let you know. So these are the October 23 batches. You can see here, these are the batches, right? The bilingual batches are there, English medium batches are there. If you want Indian economy batch only, this is single batch available. If you want AFM single batch, that is also available. But if you want all the 4 subjects, click on this particular batch. Do read the details. Okay, after reading all the details, what you have to do, you have to click on the buy now option and enter the code that is PREP80. If you use the code PREP80, you can see here 80% discount will be available, but for 1% additional discount, you can go to the application and use the coins. So around 3600 something you have to pay here. Okay, for this particular batch. Now, apart from that, what is Mahapack? Mahapack is a kind of product which covers everything. Everything will be available. All the live batches, all the completed batches, your video courses, your ebooks, your live class PDFs, your test series, your mock test, your topic wise test, everything will be available. And right now, double validity is going on. So you can see here, JAIIB Mahapack will be available for 1 year. JAIIB CIB Mahapack will be available for 2 years. How to enroll? The process is same. Just click on the particular Mahapack you want to go with. Do read the details. After reading the details, just click on the buy now option and the code will remain the same, that is PREP80. Click on here. You will find 80% discount, and to enroll, 1% additional discount will be available if you use the coins here, right? And you will find here 81% discount. So around 57 something you have to pay here to get this particular offer. And the 1 year validity will be there. If you go with the JAIIB and CIB Mahapack, 2 years validity will be there. So this will be a kind of product. After enrolling in here, you do not have to go for anything else for the JIB exam. If you go with the JIB and CIB Mahapack, after enrolling in the Mahapack, 2-year validity will be there. And after enrolling in the JIB CIB Mahapack, you do not have to spend any other website or any other product or any other something product, ebook or offline books or something else. That pack is sufficient to clear the JIB as well as CIB. Okay. So this is how you can enroll. And one important thing I want to tell you all is that the batch starts on, batch starts from 19th of June. Okay, the English medium batch starts from 19th of June. The first class on 19th of June, you will find the subject of Indian economy, Indian financial system. After that, one more important information, every day at 7:30 p.m. right now, we are going to meet for the principles and practices of banking subject. And at 8:30 p.m., we are going to meet for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. Okay, these are the timings of YouTube on Offices are at 24/7. These are the YT timings. YT means YouTube timing. So every day at 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. we are going to meet for these particular subjects, and this is for English medium. The bilingual timing for your YouTube session I will be informing in the next session. Don't worry about it. But these are the timing right now. Okay, so let's end here. Last but not the least, if you haven't subscribed the channel Officers are at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay, and also if you know someone who is preparing for the same exam, do let them know that this is the particular channel they can cover their preparation from. Okay, last but not the least, if you still have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, and I will be checking your comments and answering there. So let's end the session here. Thank you all for joining the session. Let's meet tomorrow again at the 7:30 for PPB and at 8:30 for Indian economy. So thank you for joining the session. Take care all.